Austraeoh by Imploding Colon, read by Deathlight, Chapter 128, Governor. Exploratory Declaration. He who would be Duke Zobnatter has stolen the confidence of half the country, and has taken a seat of power in the western district of Newring. Swiveling from the broad windows overlooking the large concrete home beyond the balcony, Governor Minto faced the two visitors inside her lofty office. Her magenta-eyed stare was calm and emotionless beneath a pale horn and a spread of ocean blue mane. Meticulous elaboration. Ever since Darkstein had experienced a severe drop in power reserves, he who would be Duke Zobnatter had made broad, maniacal claims, insisting that the spirit of industry is deteriorating across this land. Her eyes hardened to a near sign of passion. Unfettered opinion. He who would be Duke Zobnatter is simply using the most recent crisis to defy me, and seize the seat of Darkstein's governor for himself. Steelteeth nodded quietly.
So, it is as I feared. Darkstein teeters on the brink of civil war.
Emphatic retort. There's no real threat of civil war yet, he who would be Constable Steelteeth. If you and she who would be Rainbow Dash took a detailed look at the city streets of eastern Newring, one would see that the civilians are still diligently engaged in industry. I who would be Governor Minto regrets to admit that while the country is divided though, there is no real attempt being made to solve the energy crisis.
Did some of the factories burn out?
Steelteeth's aquamarine eyes narrowed.
I saw the smokestacks pumping steam when we first arrived here hours ago.
Obligatory acknowledgement. Yes, he would be Constable Steelteeth. The surface of Darkstein operates with otherwise unhindered efficiency. Mintel took a deep breath. Grim delivery. But it would appear that there are several power outages transpiring throughout the urban scape. As if there is some geist of Lightite means is sabotaging every manner of industry that it can. Sincere belief. We attribute the cause to the departure of the holy relic from our capital city. Steelteeth paced over to the open balcony, gazing down upon the concrete ring through which the darkness loomed.
I see it now. The obelisk is gone. I know how much you and your unicorns valued it, Governor. I'd only assumed that you had taken it upon yourselves to remove the structure.
Minto shook her head. Solemn recollection. The obelisk simply retreated into the earth on its own volition. It would appear as though the spirit of industry is punishing us for a severe lack of diligence. And many of those who be Darksteinian citizens feel as though the missing obelisk is the source of our energy shortages. Her face grew long. Infuriating observation. He who be Duke Zobnatter is preying upon the fears of the citizenry, and he claims that the function of society must be severely changed in order to dredge the obelisk back up from the ring.
Whereas you're attempting to take a far less dramatic approach.
Steelteeth said with a nod.
Hence the political divide.
Affirmative. Minto paced across the office. Achievement unlocked. Full debriefing, 70% greater confidence gain. Woeful on mission. Just two visiting outsiders are insufficient to reunify the divide. Much less restore Darkstein's industry. You have arrived at a bad time, he who would be Constable Steelteeth, and she who would be Rainbow Dash.
With all due respect, Governor, we would like to see more of the city for ourselves before we determine that our business here on behalf of Her Majesty, Queen Whitemane, is entirely over.
He adjusted the brim of his head and turned to look across the office at his companion.
What do you think, Miss Dash?
Rainbow Dash had been sitting in the corner all this time, rubbing her brow in a permanent face-off. She gave a huge sigh and looked up with a bored expression. Okay, let me get this straight. Those who be Darksteinian citizens were working around a giant obelisk in the hole in the ground. Then suddenly the obelisk fell out of nowhere, and those who be citizens started freaking out and chomping at the bit of she who be Governor Mintel. But she was all, hey, relax, it's cool, I got this. Which led to a bogus upstart known as He Who Be Duke Zobnatter, marching up to those who be citizens, going, hey, like we should totally rise up and throw stones and stuff to get things to change. And then they, who would be citizens of the Western Districts, said yeah, and broke up from those who would be the citizens of the Eastern Districts. And ever since, there's been a power struggle between those who be supporters of who'd be Duke Zobnatter, and those who be faithful ponies to she who'd be Governor Mintel. And all the while, those who be Darkstenian dudes and dudettes have been squabbling over nothing, while that which would be industry suffers from the inexplicable power outages stemming from the fact that the dang obelisk is still gone, and there's nothing that any pony who'd be any pony can do about it. Steelteeth looked silently from Rainbow to Mintel. The governor took a deep breath. Redundant statement. That's very redundant. Rainbow slumped back against the wall, rubbing her forehead. Achievement unlocked, a big frickin' migraine. Don't mind her. Steelteeth remarked. She was most recently princess for a day. Breathy acknowledgments. Alright, look. Rainbow frowned and trotted forward, flexing her wings. Why not just, get one of your hovercrafts and friggin' fly down to that huge, giant hole outside your window and see where the obelisk went? Once you got that figured out, then surely you and Blue Exvios, Duke Zobnatter, whatever, surely the two of you can get an idea of what the real problem is, then tackle it together. Rainbow Dash leaned up on the governor's desk. I mean, that's how we dealt with crap back from where I'm from. We were honest with each other, and we worked hoof and hoof. That's why we never had wars for 1,000 years. What would you rather have, civil unrest or winter wrap-up? She blinked and gave a double take outside the window. Or in your case, smoggy build-up. From negation. We can do no such thing as she who'd be Rainbow Dash. Mintel frowned and paced behind the desk. Frustrated confession. There has been a solid line of demarcation sewn across the very mouth of the concrete pit. Neither I, who be governor of East Ring, nor he, who be Duke Zobnatter of the West Districts, would risk sending any practitioners of industry into the dark depths, or else fear incurring the wrath of the other party. Well, that's just the most stupid thing I've ever heard! Miss Dash. Constable Steelteeth's voice hissed through metal jaws. Rainbow Dash waved him off and continued frowning at the governor. Ever since I arrived at this polluted cloud of a city, I've been hearing nothing but stupid things from every pony. Okay, so you're all emotional cogs in some sort of wicked cool industry. That's fine and dandy, but don't be frickin' apathetic for Luna's sake. You got one heck of a tight shindig built here. There's grinding gears, glowing blue lights, floating balls of magic, and a whole bunch of crazy nifty stuff. Why toss all that down the outhouse? It just isn't worth fighting over. Surely, the power of friendship could... Steelteeth craned his neck. Rainbow Dash. Rainbow was teetering dizzily, her eyes growing thin, as red specks flickered on yellow orbs. I think only if... She gulped and smiled tiredly. Wow, this place has a lot of smoke. Do you know where there could be a water fountain? She fell to the ground in a slump. Oh, for the love of red as stone! Steelteeth hissed and galloped towards her. Explanation of emergency. Guards, fetch the nearest physician and do not tarry. The last thing Rainbow Dash saw was the broad rim of Steelteeth's head looming above him. She wanted to reach for it, but suddenly a flickering band of lavender glow shimmered in the way. A whimper escaped her lips, and then all turned black.